What's up, guys? DakotaJPayne back with another video. Today I'm going to be going through a weekly trading review where I just review my performance for the previous week and see any flaws or major successes that I'm going to try to repeat, right? So just try to learn from myself. So today going to be reviewing August 29th through September 2nd, 2022. And this week didn't close any trades. I was able to put 5 positions on, and they're actually pretty significant positions. So no closed positions to have extensive reviews on at the moment, like the other weekly reviews. And the reason I don't have a weekly review for last week, which was 22nd, 26th, is because I didn't trade that week. I was actually stuck in New York, so I just did not trade. It was not the best conditions to trade at the moment, or to, I guess, run through my routine and factor of other things. But let's go ahead and continue. So for this month, or for this week, graded myself a B+, based on metrics from my grade metrics I have. I took 5 positions and like no real stats to report just yet. So closed out with 0R, and on the days nothing there. But something to note, this was the week that I merged my daily trading plan and my report card. I just merged the 2 concepts and put it in one instead of having 2 documents every single time. So for instance, let's go here. On the other ones, you see I have a DTP and DRC. DTP, I would plan out my day, like whatever the day is, right? And then DRC, I would just review the day, right? So I just put those together, put the DTP at the top of the DRC, and just call the whole entire thing a DRC because I like a report card instead of calling it a daily trading plan because I'm planning and reviewing it there. Anyway, so this is where I made that change, but did go ahead and put in some info about the running trades I have on. Got pound dollar. Details I wrote on this, added 4 times in this area this week. Calculate exponential idea when I playbook this trade. Looking for liquidity pool beneath weekly level 1.1409 to be tested. Now I fully intend to playbook this trade. It's one of my prime setups that I have in my playbooks, and I believe I still have one that I have to go through besides this one. But once I complete the other one that I haven't worked on yet, that'll be 2, and then once I complete this one, that'll be 3 of this specific idea. And this is a major piece of my edge, and I'm actually seeing a whole lot of potential with this, a lot more potential than what I'm seeing now. Even though now it offers huge returns, there's opportunity for it to offer even more. So that'll be really interesting. I just had to put myself in the position to actually be able to execute off of that. So this is the trade idea. Looking for a round of retest of on this daily level. I was actually looking for price to scale up a bit higher here, but price didn't do that. It actually formed a JCP setup, my 3-legged pattern, and got exhaustion here. So that was a signal for me to go ahead and enter instead of waiting for that limit to be activated. And instead of taking advantage of that limit, I decided to enter here off of the JCP idea. I kept the limit in and placed my stop based off of the JCP setup just above this exhaustion high, and then just target how I put my target where I need to put my target, where my limit target was, right? And then I traded the idea, or managed the idea how I'm supposed to manage it. Now with this, there's an opportunity for me to manage it way better or produce more profit out of this management system. It's actually really exciting me, and I'm actually going to be trying it out sooner than I expected, honestly. Most likely sooner than I expected. I expected it to take like I wasn't going to be able to use an exponential management system until the end of 2023, but I can honestly do that within the next few months, if not next month. So those are just notes on. Yeah, we can go ahead and read through this since there's not too much to go through. In every weekly review, you'll notice that I have the daily notes that I make, right? That's where I copy and paste like the daily plan that I had and the review. A majority of the time, what gets stamped in here is primarily the end of day review and what I'm expecting for the following day. But Ideally, typically when I actually go back through this, I go ahead and add the daily trading plan side of things, like what was my plan for that day, and then review, did I actually execute that process, and what am I looking for? What am I looking to do, or what's the market telling me to do next? So, starting on the 28th, night before, just pre-planning the day. And first setup on GU. GU has been making lower lows since May 2021. I'm looking for GU to take out orders under weekly level 1409, 1.1409. Price has closed below daily level 117.16. I'm looking for This is real, like, numbers based, detailed, and this is just a way for me to actually think out my process or think out my plan. So if I read all this, it would honestly be really dry content, but if you guys want to read this, you can pause it and run through it, because I would just be listing out a bunch of numbers, and it's just a way for me to think out to write out what I'm thinking. Okay, gold was the other idea. Now, this idea was actually based off of, because I study trader Dante. He's the Wow, I just realized I studied more courses than I thought. I was about to say he's the second course I studied, but he's one of the people I studied, and actually look up to him. He's like pretty inspirational to me. I really enjoy his YouTube channel. It has a lot of value there, and has a ton of value on his website, on his webinars, ton of like snippets of just things that have transformed my trading completely. So a lot of shout out to him. And luckily, I decided to hop on social media for whatever reason. I guess I was just bored. I went on Twitter, saw he called out an idea, and I was like, gold's a pair that I typically stay away from, but I decided to actually go ahead and look at it because he was like, hey, this is the idea I'm looking at. But anyway, I didn't find this liquidity pool. Basically what that's saying is just there's buy orders underneath this level, and looking for price to push down, right? So looking for price to test that area and see if buyers are going to protect this area, or sellers are just going to overrun it. So let's continue. One thing to note, like, this didn't fill that high, so could be looking at a bullish opportunity. And that's what I actually ended up, which you'll see in a second. But anyway, so we got this daily level. Price broke below the daily level. I went ahead, set a limit order above the level, and look for price to scale down to this previous low instead of going all the way to the weekly level, even though that is the ultimate target that I'm looking for this idea to play out to. This is my stop movement, and I actually missed an added position in this area. Now, why? When I chalked it up or wrote it out, I said mainly because I had all my attention. I prioritized GU over adding to this position. All right, so I wasn't really looking for an ad. I was just holding this and just, hey, it's just a background trade to me. And then GU's like the real opportunity for me. So that was a factor of me not taking that trade, and this is what it would have looked like. Still holding and stop above this level, and hanging out around break even right now. Okay. I believe there was something else. Yeah. So there's something that I haven't like said here, but I believe I noted it down. Holding weekend. I usually do not, but I'll look for closer. Holding over weekend, looking for test below. I know I noted this down. I know I typed this out. Oh yeah, I typed it out during the review. So with identifying the liquidity pool, like, no matter what, I'm looking for it to be tested, whether it gets there before it hits my stop or not. I'd like to see it tested before we turn bullish, possibly again. The main concern that I have in this area is, I think, on the daily time frame. It's daily or weekly? Why? It's weekly. Okay. Weekly time frame. You see a lot of exhaustion near this weekly level, right? Price comes down here, exhaust. Very aggressive exhaustion here, and we're hanging out around that entire zone, right? So that's a pretty large buying zone, where, hey, there's strong buyers here. Be careful with selling. So really want to get out of this trade as soon as possible, to be honest with you. I also don't like this exhaustion that's going on right now with this week, how this week closed. But I'm holding until it hits stop or target. What else? But anyway, so I do see a buying opportunity here. If there are strong buyers, or me recognizing that this is a strong buying area, looking for price to dip below here and test these orders or take out some of these orders. Could ultimately be a trap for sellers, right? It could be possibly trapping sellers to say, oh, the buyers are taken out. So I'm a barrel in short. That gives buyers an opportunity to push price back up even further. So I'm looking for a limit to actually be placed in about this area. I still have to do my trading plan for next week, so I'm gonna go through that before prioritizing that setup. If it doesn't provide, like, if it's not one of the best opportunities, I'm not gonna take it. But it is something to look out for, and definitely gonna be something I'll have in the back of my mind. Now, something that is not contradicting, but has me held back on actually taking that opportunity are the trades that I have open right now. So GU and gold. All right, I don't like to be in more than 2 positions because once I'm in about 3 positions, I start to lose focus a little bit and just start to cycle through all 3 pairs and kind of get out of my element a bit and begin to overtrade. So my sweet spot is 2 pairs. Now, with that being said, if that opportunity actually did set up, that would mean I would be out of the current short position, which would open me up for that opportunity. So that is a valid situation. That is a valid trade or limit to the place. In addition to that, other pairs that have opportunities that could that idea of that I struggle with more than 2 pairs trading could prevent me from an opportunity. Now, the current risk that I have open right now is, like, if we consider gold at just break even, it's a little below break even, but it's basically break even with soft fees. Yeah. Current open risk is 0.5% on GU. All right, and we're looking for a level to be broken before I can reduce that that stop. And we have to. I want to go back to GU in a second. So that offers me another 3R to actually put on. So that allows me to take another position next week. Comfortable risk-wise allows me to take another position next week, but I would pretty much be completely hands-off for gold. Like, there's no more management here. Like, the next management thing to do is, if price breaks below here, there's a possible opportunity for me to manually close the position because it meets a certain criteria. And I actually didn't even check that this week, so let me go ahead and check that now. Yeah, we're still good. Okay. Okay, going back. So yeah, I'll be able to take one opportunity. So whatever the best opportunity is, once I go through my weekly plan, I'll go ahead at that one opportunity, and I'll mostly be hands off on gold and just set an alert below that low. And if it gets broken, I'll do whatever I need to do. Now, coming back to GU, there was a concern that I actually had here is price failed to close below this previous low, right? This previous swing low on the hourly time frame. And on the daily, that just shows that price. I wish, like, man, I would like for the images that show up on here to have a shortcut that automatically opens the default app or just opens it up in a new window, whether that's a shortcut like of me clicking it, because when I click it in display mode, is it preview mode? Reading mode. When I click it in preview mode, it just comes up like this, and that's because of the actual layout that I have or the theme that I have. But if I could hit like Control Alt and it would actually open in a new tab or split vertically and open over here, that would be dope. I wonder if I could just code that. But anyway, so here price failed to close below this previous day low, which gives me a little bit of concern, like looking for price could potentially turn bullish for a little bit. Obviously, like, to me, sellers are still in control of this market. Buyers haven't taken control at all. But I just don't like the failure of this previous low. Like, price tested it and just didn't close below it. Sunday, Monday, I really want to see price close below it, to be honest with you. If at max, test up here before continuing down, which would put me back in drawdown for temporarily, but that's fine. There's really nothing I can do here. I just have to hold it because, like, I'm committed to not manually exiting these type of positions at the moment, because every time I have, it's been ill. It's been an emotional based decision instead of a logical decision. Okay, so yeah, I really want to see price close below here. That will allow me to stop right above this level here and reduce my risk a bit. So that's the next thing I'm looking for. And I believe that's everything. Yeah, that's everything. So that's the week. Pretty good week. Did everything properly and pretty great. I will end up graphing this, and another thing that I don't think I should share that yet. I'll do it first, but I'll probably share it in the future. Well, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys later.